What is going on, AFC East Roundtable? It's your boy, Colby. And guys, look, I know probably not the mug you wanted to see on your screens on this beautiful Sunday night while we had a great day of football. Me and the guys cannot wait to get into everything that happened here in Week 17. But something big happened today in the division, and we had to talk about it. And that is the fact that the New England Patriots, because of that absolutely horrific blowout loss to the Chargers, have officially moved up to the first overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. You guys have heard that right, okay? There's not really been a lot of positives that have come away for the New England Patriots so far this season. You guys have seen me upset. You guys have seen me rant here on the AFC East Roundtable. You've seen me depressed on every single one of my 17 live watch parties on my channel this season. But it has all helped us in the long run as long as the Patriots can secure this first overall pick. Now, a couple of things here. Number one, today's video brought to you by BetUS. We'll talk to you guys a little bit later how you can get an exclusive deal from them. But two, the Patriots are not officially holding the first overall pick. They are not officially secured with the first overall pick. But according to Field Yates, the New England Patriots are the only team in the NFL that is officially locked into the top five. That means the Raiders, the Giants, the Browns, the Jags. These are all teams that can still fall in the draft. They can fall outside of the top five. They can land in the top five. For the Patriots, whether they beat the Bills in Week 18, whether they lose to the Bills, it doesn't matter what happens because due to the strength of the schedule for the New England Patriots, it's higher than every NFL team. Because of that, no matter what happens, they are officially secured, again, that top five pick. Now, how the Patriots can officially hold that first overall pick is if the Bills do the New England Patriots a favor. I never thought I would say this. I'm rooting for a Patriots loss. I am rooting for a Patriots loss in Week 18. I am wearing my Buffalo Bills shirt. I'm wearing my Josh Allen MVP shirt here in Week 18 because if they do so, that secures the Patriots the first overall pick. New England holds their own fate with this pick. If they win, then they land somewhere in the top five. Could be five, could be four, could be three, depends on how the other games go. But as long as the Bills beat them, they will hold the first overall pick. And that question comes down to, well, are the Bills going to play their starters or are they going to rest them? From what's been reported, from what I've heard early on, at least to a degree, they are going to play their backups. And this is where I kick it to you guys. I want to hear from you Jets fans. I want to hear from the Bills fans. I want to hear from the Dolphins fans. And of course, I want to hear from the Patriots fans. What do you guys want to see happen here in Week 18 for the New England Patriots? Against the Buffalo Bills, at home in Foxborough for the Patriots. Do you want to see the Patriots win this game, beat Buffalo, and drop the first round pick? Or do you want Buffalo to beat the Patriots, but the Patriots to secure that first overall pick? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, the other interesting part about this is that there are four teams that are still having a shot at the first overall pick. So the Patriots still have a shot. The Browns have a shot, the Titans have a shot, and the Giants have a shot. Those are the only four teams that are in the running for the first overall pick. As crazy as it sounds, because what was it? Last week, 2 weeks ago, the Raiders had the first overall pick. They have officially been eliminated from having that. Best case scenario for a Patriots fan, what happens here is we lose to Buffalo, we secure the first pick. We got Drake May last year, so we don't need that pick. We don't need to pick first overall. The Giants are below us. The Raiders are below us. There are several other teams that need quarterbacks. And now because of their standing at first overall, nobody can jump them. So any team that now wants a quarterback, any team that maybe even wants Travis Hunter, they are now going to have to work through the New England Patriots, which means, you know what? First come, first serve. I'm answering my call to anybody. I don't care if you are the New York Jets. I don't care if you're the Miami Dolphins. I don't care if the Buffalo Bills are trying to trade Josh Allen for capital and they want to move up. I am answering the call for any and every team. Whoever you are, you give me the best deal, I'm giving you the first overall pick. And the interesting part of this too is that there really hasn't been a whole lot of trades that have involved the first overall pick. Since the merger of the NFL back in, what was it, 1960s, 1970s, there's only been about 12 or 13 trades that have involved the team that holds the first overall pick actually trading down. Now, we know the last one happened back in what, 2023? But before that, it hadn't happened since 2016. I think before that, it happened in 2021. Or not 2021, but 2001. And we'll get into those trades here in a minute. What could some of these trades look like for the Patriots if they trade down? And should the Patriots realistically trade down? But guys, before we go on and before we do that, I do want to give a massive shout out to the sponsors of today's video. You guys know them. You guys love them. They are the buddies of the AFC East Roundtable and Roundtable Sports over at BetUS, guys. Right now, you still have time to get into this limited time exclusive offer when you sign up with BetUS right now. You can go to their website. You can use the mobile device they have on the App Store. You sign up. It's super quick. I've done it myself. It takes less than 60 seconds. You use the promo code when you sign up that you see on the screen. YouTube 150. That is YouTube 150. When you do that, you will lock yourselves into and grandfather yourselves into this offer of a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit, followed by $125 on your next two, all the way up to $2,000. You heard that right. That is a deal on your first three deposits when you guys sign up right now. And honestly, the deal, it doesn't even stop there. You can also get a 200% crypto deposit bonus, 10% back on your net losses 2 times a year. And they're doing something that no other sportsbook does or has ever done, and that is giving you your very own personalized account manager. And the cool thing, too, is that if you're a Patriots fan watching this, if you're a Jets fan watching this, let's be honest, Dolphins fans, if you're watching this, too, the season's over. We got one more week. If you don't want to bet on your team, I totally get that. But we have NFL playoffs around the bend. We got the Super Bowl right around the bend. And a lot of you are very confident that the Bills either will be there, and a lot of you are confident that the Bills won't be there. So put your money where your mouth is. If you're a Bills fan, you think that you're going to the Super Bowl, bet on it with BetUS. If you're a Jets fan and you're like, they are not even making it to the championship round, then go ahead and bet on the team that you think is going to make it. And if you don't want to bet on NFL football, that's okay, because BetUS, they have the best betting variety in the business. I'm not just talking about NFL games, NFL futures, but they also have college football, basketball, baseball, horse racing, fighting, politics, entertainment, you name it, they have it. The other really cool thing also is that they have live wagering on all major games. So if you want to bet on live games that are going on, you can also do that with BetUS. But play smart, play responsible, never bet more than you can afford to lose, but a massive shout out to BetUS. But we got a couple of super chats coming in here, and big shout out to you guys. This is a live stream we didn't expect to do, but I wanted to hop on here and give some Patriots news. I feel like we're lacking Patriots-related news on the AFC East Roundtable, and whether you like it or not, I am here to bring that Patriots kind of aspect to the channel that we've really been missing here for a while. But my boy Flick Shorts comes in. Flicks, I saw you just DM'd me. You said, the clips tomorrow coming in nice. Flicks, you just sent me them. I cannot wait to get off the stream and look at them. I like the last one. Can't wait to actually play this. I think we still have to play last week's too. Flicks, tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we played last week's video that you sent also. So we'll have to make sure that we do that. But my boy Tony coming in here with a $2 donation says, the Bills will never win a Super Bowl. Hey, Tony, put your money where your mouth is. Check it out with BetUS. Screenshot your slip and send it to either me, Richie, Dan, or TD, so that if the Bills don't get there, you can come in and say, hey, I was right from the start and the Bills didn't. Or if the Bills do, now we have the receipts on saying, oh, shoot, Tony didn't believe in the Buffalo Bills. But one thing that I do want to get into, massive shout out to all you guys, by the way, for the super chats. One thing that I do want to kind of get into real quick is some of the trades that have happened in the past involving the first overall pick, because this will give us a bit of insight on what to expect if the Patriots trade down. And first and foremost, and I would love to know what you guys think in the live chat. If you're watching this back in the comment section below, what would you guys want to do if you're the Patriots? Put yourselves as Elliott Wolf. Put yourself as the general manager of the New England Patriots for just 1 minute, and let me know what you guys would do. If you're the Patriots, are you selecting first overall? Or if you're the Patriots, are you trading down? I'll give you guys a quick second before I say what I think. Let us know in the chat. It is trade down. It is 100 times out of 100 times trade down. There is absolutely no reason the Patriots should be picking first overall. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I'm not as big on this 2025 draft class as I've been in recent years. Like, I feel like the world just finds ways lately to screw over the New England Patriots because, of course, we are historically bad. We have not been this bad since like the 1980s, 1970s, and we have an historically high pick for our franchise. And it comes in a draft class where there really isn't a whole lot of blue chip players. The way that I see this class is, in recent years for the draft, we'll say, this is the number one guy. Like, this guy is going first overall. Lock it in 100%. In fact, there's been draft classes over the last couple of years where I've said, I can lock in the first 5 or 10 guys that are going to go in the draft. In this draft, though, you can't even lock in the first guy. Now, I think it's ultimately going to be Cam Ward that goes first overall, but that's not a lock. That is not a surefire thing to happen. And why? Because to me, there's no real blue chip players in this draft. And everybody's going to say Travis Hunter, he's the blue chip player. He just won Heisman. Well, somebody's got to win Heisman. And the way that I see Travis Hunter is that, is he a wide receiver? Is he a cornerback? NFL executives think that Travis Hunter at the NFL level is going to be a cornerback. Multiple NFL executives have come out and said that. Travis Hunter said, though, that he wants to play both cornerback and wide receiver. I feel like I don't need to explain the fact that just because you do something at the collegiate level doesn't mean you can do those same things at the NFL level. For example, Ladd McConkey for Georgia in 2023, he played the majority of his snaps outside and not in the slot. When he transitioned to the NFL at 6 foot, he wasn't going to be able to play a whole lot outside because the NFL is a lot more athletic. There's a lot more height. It's a lot more fast. Ladd McConkey this year with the Chargers has pretty much primarily been a slot receiver, playing roughly 70% of his snaps in the slot. That's just an example on just because you can do things at the college level does not mean you can do those same things when you transition to the NFL. And that's exactly how I feel about Travis Hunter. It's cool if you could go out and play snaps on offense and snaps on defense. You are not coming to the NFL and playing 50% of your snaps on offense and 50% of your snaps on defense. You need to hone in on one main position. You can have packages on the other side of the football. I'm not saying you can never play, but you have to figure out what your main primary position is going to be. And for me personally, if I'm the Patriots, that's not a guy that I'm interested in. I think Travis Hunter is a great player, super athletic. I think he's going to be in the NFL for a very, very long time. But I don't know if I can consider him a blue chip player. He'll be dominant. But we've seen in the NFL before, guys who play multiple positions at the collegiate level, when they transition to the NFL, a lot of times those guys don't work because they're too busy practicing multiple positions rather than honing in and focusing on perfecting their craft at one position. I said this earlier. I'll say it again. Entering the NFL from college, I don't care if you play at Georgia. I don't care if you play at Alabama, Michigan. I don't care if you play at Bumble Crap University. Playing in the NFL is an entirely different monster than playing at the collegiate level. And for me, Travis Hunter not knowing what he is heading into this draft class is very, very worrisome for me. Because yes, the Patriots, they need wide receiver help. Yes, they could use depth at corner. But if you don't trade down and you select Travis Hunter first overall and he ends up being a cornerback, The Patriots absolutely whiffed on this draft. Everybody needs to be fired, and they just set themselves backwards for multiple years. Patriots general manager Elliott Wolf said the best way at hitting in the draft is by having more picks in the draft. How do you get more picks in the draft? There's two ways. One, you trade your own players. The Patriots have the worst roster in the NFL. I don't know who in God's name is trading for anybody on this roster. And then two, you trade your draft picks. That is the only way. The Patriots already are projected to have 5 draft picks within the top 103 picks. This is an opportunity to add to that. Earlier, I told you guys that there's only been about 12 or 13 times that the first overall pick was actually traded, meaning that since the NFL draft has started, the majority of times those teams are staying pat and taking a player first overall. The last time we saw a trade down was in 2023, very recently. You guys might remember this. It was the Chicago Bears, the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers traded with the Bears for the first overall pick in order to select Bryce Young. In return, the Bears got a true wide receiver 1. They got a blue chip player in DJ Moore. They got the 9th overall pick. They got a 2nd round pick. And then they got a 2024 first round pick and a 2025 2nd round pick. If I'm the Patriots, I'm not picking up the phone for any less than that. I forget who it was that as soon as the Patriots got the first overall pick, they came out with like this mock trade down. And it basically included the Patriots trading down to 3 and then getting like a 2nd and 3rd round pick. Now, one of the best ways that the Patriots can succeed is something that we actually saw the Miami Dolphins do a few years ago. How did the Miami Dolphins turn things around? If you're a Dolphins fan, let us know in the chat. How did the Dolphins turn things around? You know, when they were in that transition between Brian Flores, when they were in that transition between Mike McDaniels, they were bad for about a year because they traded a crap ton of pieces. One of them was Minkah Fitzpatrick. We remember that a couple years ago. They got first-round picks out of those guys, and they traded them. They didn't select players with those draft picks. They used those draft picks to trade for proven blue-chip players in the NFL. They got Tyreek Hill, and they got Jalen Ramsey. 2 players that have been cornerstones over the last couple of seasons for Miami. And that's why if I'm the Patriots here, first off, that's why I'm trading down. But second off, I am not picking up the phone if it does not start at least one future first-round pick. If I'm the Patriots, what I'm looking at right now, it depends on where they trade down, because when the Bears traded with the Panthers, they traded from 1 to 9. So it ultimately depends on how far the Patriots trade down. Maybe they even trade multiple times. But I at least want a first-round pick, a second-round pick, a first-round pick next year, a 2nd or 3rd round pick for next year too. And honestly, if the Patriots can get a player out of this, I would be all for it. When it comes to trading with the Giants, there's probably nobody that I really want from the Giants. I mean, maybe Dexter Lawrence, but they're not going to end up trading Dexter Lawrence. Patriots have Christian Barmore anyway. So I look at a team like the Raiders, and I say, you don't really have anybody on your roster that I'm too interested in. I would love Max Crosby. That's a true blue chip player, only 27, great edge rusher, but I don't think that they're going to want to move on from him. So I wonder if there's a world in which instead of one of those 2nd or 3rd round picks, the Patriots start building up tight end and they get somebody like Michael Mayer, who is the backup tight end right now behind Brock Bowers, who was only selected about a year ago and is still very, very good. That would help the Patriots get younger, help the Patriots build for the future, and help the Patriots give Drake May a weapon who operates as a classic inline tight end and can work in between the numbers exactly where Drake May wants to, starting to kind of rebuild and plenish that tight end position behind Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper, who are both aging tight ends. Austin Hooper, who's also a free agent at the end of the year. Now, the next time that we saw the first overall pick traded was in 2016. So it was almost 10 years later It was between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Rams. So the Rams ended up trading up with the Titans. They got Jared Goff. The Titans received a 2016 first-round pick. They also got, that ended up becoming Corey Coleman. They got a second-round pick. They got a 2016 second-round pick. So they got 2 second-round picks, actually. They got a third-round pick in 2016 also. And then in 2017, they got a first and third-round pick. So from what it looks like, it usually starts at about a first-round pick for that draft class on top of a second and third or a player, and then next year also getting a first and a second or a first and a third. So again, if I'm the Patriots, I'm not picking up for any less than that, especially because, again, teams that are going to want to trade up, they're trading up for a quarterback. There are only 2 decent quarterbacks in this class to me. And we have a new show over on Roundtable Sports, Draftaholics. We just broke down the top quarterbacks. But I don't like this quarterback class. The only quarterbacks that I really think have potential to be guys is Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders. Giants need a quarterback. Raiders need a quarterback. Titans need a quarterback. The Jets have rumored to be interested in selecting a quarterback in the first round. And due to all these teams needing a quarterback, none of which having the first overall pick, they are all going to have to call the Patriots. It comes down to supply and demand, my friends. We all know how supply and demand works. Everybody wants something. There's not enough of it to go around. So the price immediately gets jacked up and it becomes kind of a fire sale. All right, well, everybody wants it. Whoever offers me the best thing, you're ultimately going to be the person that comes out with that. And look, whether you are a Patriots fan, a Jets fan, a Dolphins fan, a Bills fan watching this, it's a scary thought. I don't care what you say about the Patriots. It is a scary thought if the New England Patriots hit on Drake May. Say what you want about the Patriots. They got something in Drake May. You Bills fans know that. You saw last week. But they go into the offseason re-signing pretty much every single one of their notable free agents. They lead the NFL in cap space with $130 million. And if they can then end all of that off with the first overall pick, trade down, get multiple picks in the top 100, including, a future first and second round pick, now the Patriots are really setting themselves up with capital, not just draft capital, but even just overall free agency money to spend to improve this roster and get better, which is once in a lifetime. And instead of the Patriots being in, a 3-year rebuild, with this type of capital, maybe it only ends up taking the Patriots 2 years. Instead of taking this slow turn over the next few years, if the Patriots can have this amount of money, if the Patriots can have these types of draft picks, and if they can just be smart and build in players that fit this culture and identity that they're trying to bring, instead of slowly turning, they're going to make a fast U-turn. And it's going to be really interesting to see how the division starts to shake out. But I want to get into the last of these super chats before we end it off. You guys have been extremely, extremely generous. In the Trenches comes in and says, he will be a cornerback with packages at wide receiver. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is exactly what I'm saying. You will have no idea how much crap I've gotten as a Patriots fan on my channel, on my Twitter, talking to the Patriots community saying, I don't want Travis Hunter, and everybody beating up my butt. Like, what do you mean you don't want Travis Hunter? He's the best player in the draft. It's like, you can be the best player in the draft and still not make sense for the team. Like schematic fit, team needs, those are a real thing. It's not always just take the best player available. That's like saying the best player available is quarterback, so we should go take a quarterback. No. Yes, you have to go best player available, but you also have to go the player that makes the most sense for you and will have the biggest impact for you immediately. And in the Trenches, you hit on it perfectly. I think he's going to be a cornerback with packages at wide receiver, and that's something that I've been saying for a while. I think he can be a good wide receiver, but is he going to be an elite wide receiver? I don't know. I think he can be an elite cornerback. And if he can be an elite cornerback, he can still make $20 million, $25 million. If he's an elite wide receiver, yeah, he can make like 40 million. But I don't think he's ever going to be that. And if he's an average wide receiver, he might only make, 15, 18 million. And the cornerback market is only getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So if he can be an elite top tier cornerback in the NFL, honestly, he might end up making more money as a cornerback instead of a wide receiver. My boy Flix comes in and says, I sent you this 20-second clip. It's funny. I don't know if you can play it right now. If you can, check it out right now. Let's see. Let's see what Flix Shorts had to send in real quick. Let me pull my Twitter. All right, let me see. So Flix just sent us a 32-second video. So I'm going to play that for you guys. Oh, shoot. I think I zoomed in too much. All right. Flix, we're going to play that right now for you, bro. I got you. If it lets me share my screen. Okay, here we go. As I'm like on Twitter, looking at like Patriots news that you guys obviously don't care about. All right, Flix, here we go. Niggas say turn up, hoes say turn up. Only bad thing about the start is they burn up. Rest in peace, I live. Rest in peace to that fire. Michael Jackson, I see it. Oh, Christian Wilkins, dude. Oh, dude, all you Dolphins fans are gonna be pissed right now. Brian Flores is playing like. Oh, Mike McDaniels, man. Ah, Dan. Whoa. Whoa, Dan. Hey, yo. Yo, Flix, I was not expecting the end of that. My Lord. Yo, we got to start a petition, right? I don't know who's starting it, but we need to start a petition to get Dan Mitchell to forever wear shirts. Because Dan Mitchell without that shirt has become his own meme. And I swear, I'll be seeing too much Dan Mitchell nipples. Way more than I think I should ever be seeing. It'd be one thing if we go into the beach or we're going to a pool. No, I just be seeing this dude's nips for no reason on my screen. Yo, shout out to Flix, though, man. I mean, Christian Wilkins balling out before he got injured with the Raiders. And then Brian Flores, man, I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I think Brian Flores is going to be a head coach in the NFL again. He has made that Vikings defense the best in the NFL. They've averaged a turnover through 17 weeks. Absolutely insane. By far the best defense in the NFL. And that is despite all of the injuries that they got. Are you kidding me? All of the secondary pieces that the Vikings went through. And they're still the best defense in the. I don't know how he did it. Brian Flores is a defensive genius. Honestly, come back to New England, please, for the love of God. In the Trenches says, you have to understand teams aren't worried about the Pats picking a top quarterback, so not going to get as much as you think as well, or as they will want to stay in range top 5. You have to keep this in mind, though, in the Trenches, is that let's say the Giants finished 2nd, Pats finished 1, Raiders finished 3. The Giants might still be in a position to get Shador or Cam Ward. But what they have to worry about is, let's say there is one specific quarterback they want. Let's say they say, we want to build our system around Cam Ward. Cam Ward is our franchise quarterback. We don't view Shador or any of these quarterbacks as true blue chip franchise players. They have to then worry, well, do the Raiders see Cam Ward the same way? Do the Titans view Cam Ward the same way? Do the Jets view Cam Ward the same way? Do the Browns view Cam Ward the same way? And because all of these teams have a need for a franchise quarterback, they are all going to try to jump one another and trade with the Patriots. So I get what you're trying to say, but as long as the Patriots hold the first overall pick and they're open for business, the Raiders can trade up and jump the Giants. The Browns can jump the Raiders and the Giants. The Titans can jump the Raiders and Giants. And teams have to keep that in mind because a guy is not necessarily going to just fall in their pocket. Flick says you should play last week's clip right now. Should I play last week's clip now, or should we play it? Should we play it tomorrow, Flicks? I think we have a show tomorrow. I would assume we have a show tomorrow. I don't see why we wouldn't. I know we'll have a bigger audience then. So maybe let's just, oh man, I got my boy Edward in the chat saying, fire Wokio and his flunkies. Is that supposed to be like a Mayo joke? Gerard Mayo, fire Gerard Mayo, which by the way, at the end of Patriots game against the Chargers, the fan base was screaming fire Gerard Mayo. That's where we already are. Oh, Flick said, I already sent this week's to Dan. Oh, all right. So, yeah, all right. Well, we can play it real quick. We'll play the Flick Short 2.0. Hold up. So, Flicks, I believe it's this one. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it's this one. All right, let's play one more Flick Short video. Flick says, I already sent this week's to Dan. So, we'll play last week's video for Flicks. Oh, wait, Flicks, you just sent me it? Hold up. Flicks, is it the 7-minute one? It didn't send yet. Flicks, is it the 7-minute video from last week? If it is, I still have that one loaded up. I could show that one. I love how the chat's like 30 seconds behind, so you guys are just like having to deal with me, like not talk for a second. But for those who are interested, by the way, this is the order currently for the 2025 draft. So you got Patriots at 1, you got the Titans at 2, you got the Browns at 3, Giants at 4, Jacksonville at 5, Panthers at 6, Jets at 7. The Raiders won yet again. They've won 2 in a row, so they're all the way down to 8. Honestly, as a Patriots fan, in this first overall pick, I'm saying, let me trade down to 8. I think that's realistic. Like, I think it's very realistic that the Raiders, they need to get their franchise quarterback. And I think they want Shador, and they want Shador bad. At the very least, they're going to want Cam Ward. So they trade up to number 1. Patriots get a haul from them. Patriots either, 1, they stay at 8. And what they can do if they stay at 8 is they can go Kelvin Banks. And I think Kelvin Banks, when it's all said and done, is easily going to be offensive tackle 1. What the Patriots could also do is trade down again, go into like the late teens, early 20s, and then use that pick to try to trade for a proven NFL player. Maybe A.J. Brown ends up being available for trade because there were rumors about that happening early on. There's been rumors about DK Metcalf being available for trade. That's been going on for like a year now. So if he's available, maybe the Patriots trade down, get a haul, and then trade that first-round pick to the Seahawks for DK Metcalf. That's always another possibility. OnlyFans Dan Mitchell. Flick said, I just sent it to you right now. All right, Flicks, let's see. All right, let's share. We got one more Flicks video for you guys before we end the night off. Let me share real quick. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, Tua. You literally got up on here and said that Tua is playing better football than Josh Allen with your chest, man. I can never take.
Oh,
for me, man.
Josh Allen with that rough game.
I'm probably going to have to go with the San Francisco 49ers.
Patriots did that, by the way. Dude, I knew I should have picked the Dolphins, too. Like, there was something telling me
it was December 24th Cowboys game. I know. I'm talking about which week was it. Lord, I do not have a good feeling.
TD should have known the Dolphins were going to win.
All
the
right,
Niners suck this year.
Just don't let the first play be more than 5 yards. Come on now. Before the 2-minute warning. Purdy back to pass. Look at Debo wide open on the side. And he throws it. They already almost at midfield. 2-minute warning. Debo was wide open by the sideline. Time.
TD, any given week.
Bring it down low. You got to make sure he can hear in the huddle. Bring it down. Time.
Make sure he
It's
hears
gonna
it
be
in
a
the
big
huddle.
one. John or Tyreek, y'all. Time. Tua time. 3rd and 7, trips to the right, 1 to the left. Here we go. Here we go. The play of the game. Tua throws outside the numbers and overthrows.
Yo.
Tua time.
Yo, TD did a live stream about why
time.
Tua wasn't it, and then like less than a month later does a
time.
video about why Tua is it.
These are those outside the number throws, man. Got him. Get him. Go, Ramsey. Get a touchdown,
What was the
Cole.
score
Get a
of that
touchdown. Get a touchdown. We need it. Game.
Jets, Rams. Who do you got? Talk to us.
Dude,
Yeah,
they
man,
won.
I'm picking
won
the
29-17.
upset, man. The
Yeah,
New York
They won
Jets
confidently over
back,
the
baby.
49ers.
We're back, Colby. No one wants to see the Jets
there
right
it is.
now
I did it.
because they're playing their best brand of ball. Devontae Adams is on fire. We're in sync. We're upsetting the Rams. They got to come across the country. Wire, we're going to see Rodgers come back and win the game in the clutch. Flick says he's clipping it. Well, you can't clip it when I'm right?
Sure.
Snap, play action.
Oh,
Aaron
Richie with the
Rodgers
Santa
rolls to his
hat
right.
too.
Looks
That's
into the
not
end
very
zone.
merry.
Throws.
Come on, Rich.
Oh, Devontae Adams got it. Back in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Woo!
Jets fans had so much hope just to be taken away, man.
Touchdown. Let's get it. Oh, my goodness. It's
This
a
was
thing
the
of beauty.
only time Richie was up
What a
during this game.
drive. What a drive from the Jets. 99 yards, touchdown.
99-yard
Oh, my
touchdown. It
God.
was the only good thing they did.
Yeah. This game,
There it is.
stale, ugly, boring, yucky. Nothing's going our way now.
Oh, the story of
We can't
two
even go to-
tales.
I mean-
Richie Malora.
This offense should be ashamed of themselves, bro. Really. It's 9 points.
The Jets are
I
down
know
bad,
it's
man.
not shocking.
Got
Sure,
absolutely
right now.
dog walked
Rip it
by
off.
the Bills today.
Fun fact, and Bills fans be very proud of this because this is a feat that has never been accomplished by any team in the NFL ever.
Anytime the Jets
If the
show
Buffalo
hope,
Bills score more than 30 points,
they
they are the
get
first team in NFL
killed the
history
week after.
to go 9 consecutive games scoring more than 30 points.
Come on.
Hey, we lost, but it was close.
I think that this Buffalo Bills
At least the
team
Patriots
really
kept the game
exposes
close
the
against the
defense.
Bills.
I think it's going to be.
Jets didn't keep it close at
Well,
all.
first off, I will say that we will cover the spread.
By the way, the Patriots kept it
Give
close
me-
and not in Boston.
35, Pats, 10.
Wasn't that, Dan? Wasn't that? Josh Allen playing MVP football. Like, hey. he was playing MVP
game,
football
but-
until he played them Patriots, baby. Until he
But,
played them
I think that
Patriots.
he's going to be looking like one. He's going to go out there and get like 7 touchdowns, 1 receiving.
Yeah, Josh Allen looked like crap in that game.
He's in for the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Oh, my God. Oh, are you kidding me?
That was the last time I was happy.
What?
That was the last time I was
A
happy. Missed some days.
14-point lead against the Bills? Ramondre Stevenson should have been stopped.
Ramondre
Break-
fumbled
All right,
2
we have
times
Drake
after I
May
said that.
under center. Motions 84. Hands the ball off to Ramondre Stevenson. Who's not going to get fucking tackled. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
When did Dan get a dummy in his room? Also, is he about to fight it or kiss it? The hell's happening, Dan? You know when the camera's off, Dan be doing some sus things with that little mannequin. Real talk.
This is bullshit.
Uh-oh. That's final, y'all. That's the game. Dude,
down,
I was
game
so
over.
sad after that.
That was the ugliest game I have seen the Buffalo Bills play in quite some
It
time,
was
ever
the
since
Patriots
week
game.
5 against the Houston Texans. But man, I was on the verge of cardiac arrest at least 3 or 4 times during that game by itself.
Flag on the play. Hey, there we go. Thanks, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob.
Is Dan had a little drinky drink
Yes,
before
I have
this. Nope.
What the hell is that, bro? What the hell is that, brother?
I got to talk to Dan about
How
these
many
anger
flags
issues.
are we gonna give this team, brother? How
We have to
many
set a super
flags
chat
are
goal
we
for
gonna-
next stream so we can get Dan some therapy.
What's wrong with you, bro? The fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Dan got some good hits though. We got a little nice.
Everybody in
there.
here,
Okay, Dan.
rip the shirt off right now. Rip it off.
I'm telling you, I can never get away from naked Dan Mitchell. I don't know what it is. But as for this one, shout out to my boy Ricardo. He said, "Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one, Ricardo. Hold up, that's the wrong one. Hold up, where is it? Shoot, Ricardo, I just lost it. Hey, yo, Ricardo, where did the comment go? There we go. Ricardo says Colby will be less snarky when Mitch Trubisky wins the game. Hey, just so it's clear, I'm a Bills fan this week. I want the Patriots to lose, and that's a crazy thing to say because I've been someone who has never wanted the Patriots to lose games. I believe that losing can become habitual, especially for a young team. If all you do is lose, that becomes the mindset, that becomes your identity. You don't want that to happen. I want this team to end on a high note with momentum heading into 2025, but honestly, this is the worst roster in the NFL, and they need talent. And the way that they're going to get talent is with cap space and high-end draft capital. And the draft capital you can get by trading down from the first overall pick is absolutely insane. Like, you can get a massive, massive haul. So I'm scared. I'm scared that the Patriots played very close against the Bills 2 weeks ago in Buffalo. Now it's in Boston. The Bills are probably going to rest some of their starters. I'm scared the Patriots could come out with this win. I don't want them to, though. I want to have the first overall pick. I want it to be a close game. I'll be upset if we get blown out, but I hope we play a fun, competitive game, comes down to the wire, and the Bills kick like a game-winning field goal. That's it. That's that. Both of our teams end happy. You're in the playoffs. This game doesn't matter. We have the first overall pick, and we're into the offseason, and that's about that. That's all I'm asking for. Oh, crap. Yo, Flix comes in and says, "Oh, Colby, there's more from Freaky Dan tomorrow." Hey, yo, I got to go wash my eyes out before tomorrow. So we're going to end the stream off here, guys. But my boy Slippy Al comes in with a $5 donation and says, "Made to break his losing streak against the Bills and cost the Pats the #1 overall pick." Hey, man, look, Slippy Al is like the #1 most certified New England Patriot hater. Honestly, not that. Slippy Al is the #1 Drake May hater. But because of that, I know he's scared. Deep down, I know you don't hate Drake May. There's no reason to hate Drake May. He's not even playing bad. But I know you hate him because you see him and you're like, oh, crap, there's actually some potential there if they get an offense around him. So Slippy Al, I'm all for it. I hope that Drake May balls out in this game, but the defense just lacks a little bit there at the end, and adios. But by the way, Christian Gonzalez, he's not officially out for week 18, but he got a concussion last week, so there's a good chance he doesn't play in this game. That could be a big difference maker. So, but guys, the New England Patriots do currently hold the first overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. Absolutely huge news if you are a Patriots fan. Huge news for the AFC East. If this does stay, this could have insane implications for overall roster moves for the New England Patriots, which obviously affects all the teams in the AFC East. Again, today's video brought to you by BetUS. Make sure you guys go ahead and use that promo code YouTube150 when you sign up to get that exclusive offer on your first 3 signups. Appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in with me tonight. All 12 of you that, or I guess I should say all of you that donated 12 super chats today. You guys absolutely killed the game. Make sure to leave a like on your way out. Supports us massively here at the AFC East Roundtable. Me and the guys should be back tomorrow. Nothing has been confirmed, but I don't see why we wouldn't do a show tomorrow. So I'm pretty sure we'll be back tomorrow at our usual time at 6 p.m. to do our breakdown from everything that happened in Week 17. As always, though, appreciate you guys for rocking with me. And until tomorrow, appreciate you for watching. I would say go Pats, but you guys don't care. So instead, I'll say happy holidays and stay safe.